boys and girls, and welcome to week 6 of virtual PE with Mr. J. Today we're going to be carrying on with our gymnastics, and we're actually going to be focusing on travelling today. But before we get started, there's obviously one thing we need to do. You all know what it is?
Warm up, Mr. J.
That's right, it's a warm up. And we're going to get straight into our warm up today. Providing you've got lots of space around you and you're in a really safe environment, because today's warm-up is the animal game. So because today we're focusing on travelling, for our warm-up we're going to focus on lots of different animals and how they travel. So for example, if I told you to travel like a giraffe, you would make yourself really tall on your tippy toes, and you'd walk around with high knees and big strides like so. That's just one example. You'll see on your sheet, your worksheet and your learning pack, there are several examples of some animals and how to travel. So have a go at those and make sure you upload some funny videos of you travelling like an animal onto your Class Dojo page. Okay boys and girls, now that we have just completed our animal warm-up, we're going to do our first type of travelling today, and that is going to be tiptoeing. So we are going to use the very end of our toes on our toes, make ourselves nice and tall to travel today. So here's an example from Mr. J. So if you put your feet together and then you just push up onto your tiptoes, all I want you to do for our first performance task is try and tiptoe forward. Can you tiptoe forward for 10 seconds? Tiptoe forward nice and high with your feet. Perfect. Watch again. Tiptoeing forward. Nice and high. If you find that really easy, you can then try and tiptoe backwards, and you can try and tiptoe sideways. I'm going to give you a couple of examples now. So tiptoeing backwards, small steps, staying nice and tall, tiptoeing backwards. Tiptoe sideways, again nice and tall, tiptoeing little steps, side to side. Have a go at travelling on your tiptoes in all 3 directions. Okay boys and girls, our next form of travelling is going to be jumping. We've already done jumping in gymnastics and we've covered lots of different jumps as well. But today we're just going to jump, and we're going to jump in certain directions, so we don't need to do a gymnastic shape. So all I want you to try first is to jump forward. So feet together, knees glued together like always. Remember, we can use our arms to swing. Little jumps forward. Okay, watch on the side. Little jumps forward. This is our second way of travelling. Again, like we did with our tiptoes, if you can do that, if you find that really easy going forward, like most of you will, you can then try jumping side to side or backwards, and I'm going to show you right now. So Mr. J jumping backwards. And Mr. J jumping side. You can go sideways or side to side. So sideways, or you can go side to side. So have a go at our jumping and see how you get on with travelling as a jump. Our next form of travelling, boys and girls, is hopping. So hopping is where you balance on one leg and you jump forwards, backwards, sideways, any direction you can. Okay? You can hop and jump and land on the same leg, like so. Or you can hop and swap legs and land on the opposite legs in mid-air. It is entirely up to you which one you would like to try. But all I would like you to do again with hopping is to start off with just hop forwards. So watch Mr. J. I'm going to do it with the same leg to start off with. Okay, or like I said earlier, you could also swap legs. So okay, like before, we're also going to have a go at hopping sideways, and we're going to have a go at hopping backwards. Okay, so here's Mr. J's attempts. Have a go yourselves at hopping and see how you get on with this form of travelling. The next mode of travelling we're going to use today is going to be hopscotch. So very similar to hopping and jumping, combining the two. So to perform a hopscotch, all we need to do is we're going to start on 2 feet, we're going to jump forwards, and we're going to land on 1 foot. Then we're going to jump to 2 feet, 2 to 1, and then 2 to 1. Watch from the side. So, start on 2 feet, jump forwards onto 1, then from 1 onto 2, 2 onto 1, 1 onto 2. And that is the hopscotch. Just like the other forms of travelling we've tried today, boys and girls, have a go at doing the hopscotch sideways and backwards. Mr. J is going to have a go as well. So here's my attempts. So hopscotch backwards, 2 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 2. That's backwards, sideways, remember? 2 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 2. Have a go yourselves at the hopscotch. Okay, boys and girls, the next thing we're going to do in today's lessons is we're going to put all the different ways of travelling together into a sequence. So you'll see on your worksheets there are 3 different sequences that Mr. J has created for you to have a go at. It will include all the different modes of travelling that we've already covered in today's lessons. So have a go at them and see how you get on. Unfortunately, boys and girls, that's all we've got time for in today's virtual PE with Mr. J. This is hopefully going to be our last virtual PE lesson, and every other PE lesson moving forward is going to be back in school, face to face. Fingers crossed. Don't forget, as always, to upload your worksheets, pictures, videos of your PE lessons up to your class portfolios on Class Dojo. And hopefully I'll see you all in school next week. Bye!
Don't forget to upload the pictures of you practicing the shapes we learnt today onto your Class Dojo page. See you next week!